Afternoon here at the World Under-24 Ultimate Championships in Perth, Western Australia. We are excited to bring you a cracker of a game in the women's division here. It is the Canadian team versus the Japanese team. These are two powerhouses of Ultimate coming together for an absolute smashing here to decide the placing of the game. We're getting underway right away with the Japanese team coming out on defense and the Canadians coming down with Beaudry picking up the disc.
Right, beautiful flick pass to Morsila. She's got the disc there on the far sideline. She's taking her time. She looks calm, cool, and collected. Down to Geneste. And back to Beaudry. We have Cantal with the disc, and she's gone back to Beaudry with a big flick, and it didn't quite get there.
Just off the hands, and that's going to be difficult. Canada had an open look to the inside there. Beaudry took her options. That's what they're looking to do here. The Japanese women's team going up the other way. Coming out in a vertical stack here.
Now, it looks like Canada women's have come out with a bit of a zony defending setup.
Japanese team swinging it really, really well, working a lot of tight spaces and just relying on the execution of their throws, which is excellent. Looking quite good now, and a long shot goes up. Oh, and that's an amazing grab. Sakamoto with that one. Oh, and a quick flip into the goal. And Ishida. That's an amazing grab, and Canada opens with a quick turnover down the end. Japan responds with a goal up the other way, and that's a break, and we are 1-0 Japan.
That was just an absolutely awesome play. Japan turned it over and just looked so confident. Here we see it again on the replay.
Looking good, moving through the field, and using their break throws and just working on their execution. Really good, disciplined ultimate.
All right, so Japan's setting up again. They're going to pull from the left side of your screen.
The wind is going mostly left to right, as it has been all week. We've just come in quite hot here. I'm Rob Swan, and I'm commentating with me as Steph Ma. We've been on and off throughout the week, and we'll be with you for the rest of this game. And as it heats up and develops, we can see a number of other exciting matchups going on around the grounds. We'll try to bring you updates of those as they become available to us. Right now, the Japanese team is pulling downwind. The Canadians looking to get an offensive hold. Weren't able to get it in on the first point, but they're going upwind this time, and maybe that'll bring them the discipline that they need.
That's right. Japan's pulling here from the left side across the screen. We've got Beaudry on the field again. Back to Beaudry. She's looking around. She's calling her players under. And she has found Cantal in the middle of the field. Nice little one over to Valenciera. And it's come down. Beaudry's got that one in the end zone. Canada's on the board. It's 1-1.
Absolutely, and that's more what they were looking like. Beaudry, an excellent player here, having recently won a national title with the Toronto Sixers. She's an amazing player, and they'll be looking to her to be an on-field general and do a lot of the power throwing for this Canadian team. She
was actually also on the under-20s team as well, making some awesome plays, awesome stuff in Poland in 2016.
That's amazing. That's what I would expect from a player of that caliber. International rep experience, a national title under her belt. Looking to see big things from her today.
She's been in this sort of position before. She doesn't look rattled at all.
Indeed. Just caught a goal. Something to be excited about. The Japanese team going upwind here. This is the first we've seen of their starting offense line. They took a break straight away, and then Japan responded with an easy hold. So let's see what the Japanese offense can bring us here.
That was an amazing pull by Captain Karen Hatch.
Nikita with the disc there. Moving against Shima. Moving well. Great pace here. Kaede, the captain there, working hard. Nicely covered. Oh, tight pressure defense. Yoshida Natsumi pulling that disc in. Tajimi with the disc here. Great patience. Resets to Natsumi. Goes up the line. Number 40, Genshima, patient with the disc.
We've got the Spirit captain here on D.
Nakayama with the disc. Swings wide, finds Akita, and that's a long shot. She's got
good.
a receiver in the end there. Ogawa brings it in.
That was nicely done. That was looking good. It was a confident throw, and it has paid off.
Absolutely. This Japanese team, full of stars, full of ability, and that's the kind of calm offensive hold that we're going to expect to see throughout the rest of the game. Shiori Ogawa, no stranger to international competition, having previously competed at the World Games and toured the US with the All-Star Tour some years ago. She'll definitely be doing a lot of work for this team. Truly one of the stars. That's 2-1 Japan. Quick early break from Japan on the first point, but everybody stabilized after that. So we'll see if they can convert on this defensive point here and extend their lead. Japanese team looking ready, looking stable. Should be able to work this one up. Wind's looking a little bit less punishing, but in these afternoon games we can expect it to pick up. As that pool lands out on the full, Beaudry signals a brick. Should be taking it now.
We've got Norton as one of the handlers back, and shout out because she is the only representative from Alberta. She's number 24. Beaudry with the disc. Gone to Geneste. Back to Beaudry. Just doing a bit of 1-2. And back again to Geneste. There's a stoppage on the field.
Looks like they've made a call, but a lot of people were moving around before
Real good.
they vocalized it. And then just back in play and we're going again. Japan employing a zone defense at the moment. A lot of players around the cup, although the Canadians have just broken through.
Oh, that was a good fake there by Beaudry. We're back to Geneste. She's got the disc. She's looking around. Gives it back to Beaudry in the safe hands. Through the cup. And again, we've got Trong with the disc. And she shoots it down to Norton. And she's done it. Score for Norton.
Absolutely screaming deep in a paddock there. Her defender was nearby, but unable to make a play on that disc. That throw was placed out into space nicely. Gave her all the time in the world to run that one down. Canada with a nice offensive hold going into the wind here. And let's see if Japan can respond to similarly. It's quality play thus far. Other than that first turnover in the first point, there's been nothing yet. Might have been a little bit of nerves. I mean, these players are, some of them very experienced, some of them with previous representative experience for their countries. However, a little bit of the live stream jitters, a little bit of a big game in the afternoon. These players are all aware of what this means. Women's division being a round robin means that it's going to be tight and the top 4 go to semis. So both of these teams vying for a spot there.
We've got Karen Chan Lim on the field. She's number 77. It was her birthday on the 7th of January. Happy birthday. She celebrated with an avocado.
Amazing.
An Australian avocado.
Japanese team signaling offside. That'll mean the Canadian team will have crossed the line of their end zone before the disc was released. The disc will go back and we'll have a repull. In the first incidence of an offside, it's a simple repull. But in the second incidence, the defensive team is offside. The offensive team will receive the disc at the halfway point. So it's quite a significant penalty. So these teams will be keeping a watchful eye on their feet, making sure to stay behind their puller stay inside the end zone until the disc is up.
We've got Hatch, number 49, with the disc. She's the captain. She's looking confident for her pull. Let's see if they can make it not offside this time.
That's a beauty. No signal from the game advisors. And Japan fielding the disc here. Calm, patient movement here. Canada responding with a zone defense of their own. Japan looking unfazed. Genshima with the disc. Moving around, moving in with her fakes. Oh, and that's a great shot up the line. Ogawa with the disc here. Patient, collected. Looking for her options here. Oh, captain's open in the area. She finds Kaida.
Tingle almost got under that, but not quite.
She goes up the line. She's got Tajima. Tajima's up. That's Yoshida, and that's an easy score to Ogawa.
Easy as pie. They just made that so easy. Just slotted it right in the end zone. No defenders nearby. Nice one, Japan.
Absolutely. I mean, we say it's easy, but that's only because we're watching some absolutely incredible skill and elite players.
That's right. The women's have already played a game earlier today. Canada's been doing pretty well at the competition so far. So, as you know, we're day 3. Canada has had a 15-2 win over the Philippines, then a 15-6 win over Singapore. Then they 15-9 Germany and 15-9 to Great Britain. Canada undefeated. So Japan is really hungry to get this one on the board and to really take it to them.
Absolutely.
Right,
I would say Canada, a powerhouse of Ultimate traditionally, and so it's unsurprising that they've come out and truly dominated this competition thus far in the women's division. Japan, traditionally, also a powerhouse. This is a really exciting match. We're going to see this clash. Japan actually having gone down to Australia in an absolute thrilling Universe Point game yesterday afternoon.
Oh, it was a cracker, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was nail-biting, absolutely.
Yes, Universe Point blocks coming out from Sally Yu of Caro and Sally on Instagram. Amazing things happening here. Let's expect to see some other amazing things come out as Baudry picks up the disc.
On to Jeunesse. Those two are a amazing combo. They just know each other's playing style so well. We've got it going back to Jeunesse. She's punched it through the middle there, up the guts. And found Trong over towards the sideline, and it's up in the air. She's got Norton in sight. Norton couldn't quite get there, unfortunately. It was a good look, though.
That's a great read, yeah. She was looking for it. It was a bit sailing in the air. Harada was in the area, though. Managed to push that one straight into the ground. Disc comes in. Ikuzono with the disc. She goes around. She's got to play it deep. Oh, and the shot goes off. Oh, and that's well read, well reeled in. Harada with the disc there. Getting it done on both sides, offense and defense. Displaying great patience here. Can they reset it? Oh, it's scraped out of the ground by Ikuzono. But there's potentially a stall called.
We saw one of the players on the field there signaling that it was a stall out, which means the defending player has reached 10. The stall count is signaled by tapping on the head with one hand.
Yep. Yep, stall, yep. And she thinks she had it, she got rid of it 9. You still think it's a stall out? It sounds like it's contested to me.
Okay.
Yep.
So start from here?
Contested?
Yeah.
Yes? Stalling 8?
8. Yeah.
Yep, stalling 8. Make sure everyone is set.
All right, looks like it's a contested stall out. So the disc will come in stalling 8. So she's got approximately a second to get a shot off. Oh, she's floated one out. Oh, that's an amazing play. Inoue going for a bid there, unable to reel that one in.
Great hustle there. Absolutely, great hustle.
Canada with a shot going the other way.
That's Thompson with the disc. She's another captain on the Canada team. She's found Mosilla. And over, oh, that's Mosilla. Baudry's looking calm. Back to Thompson. She's reset it to the handler again. Thompson's got the disc. She's put it over to Norton. Really nice movement. Looks like Canada are just cycling through. taking some little shots where they can, looking for the perfect opportunity to get a gainer upfield. They need to get those gainers, though, if they want to capitalise and have a win. We've got Norton with the disc here. Thompson again. Over to Morsilla. She's flicked it and found Trong. Jeanette has the disc. There's been a call on the field. It looks like it might have been a pick.
That's what the suns out, guns out, double bicep symbol means. So a pick is essentially the same as a shepherd or a screen.
We've got Jeanette indicating to her players where she wants them to move to. She is hungry for the score. She wants it. Morsilla didn't quite get there. She's very close to the front of the end zone line. And we've got a score from Norton.
Absolutely nice little shake and bake there. Using her athleticism, Norton absolutely with the speed, able to get open there in the front of that cone. And Canada levels again. That's 3-3. Japan looking to receive here. We've got Ruben down on the field. He's our game advisor here. We'll have a chat to him.
We've also got Hannah Monty being our other game advisor on the far field. We'd like to thank all the game advisors for putting in so much hard work at this under-24s competition.
Yeah, it's fabulous to be here. It's fabulous having the game advisors here, and it's even better when we don't have to do anything. There was obviously the stall out called there, but the players had the discussion. They had different perspectives, and that happens sometimes, so they were just agreeing to contest it, and that's a good way to resolve some of those issues.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Ruben. Might come check back in at about half-time. Ready to go again on this end. The Japanese team lined up on this field. Coming out on offense here, ready to go upwind. Still no turnovers. Still looking ready and calm. As you can see, the Japanese coaching staff on the sideline, picking matchups, assessing what needs to be done.
We've got Karen Hatch with the disc. And another great pull. It's been picked up by the wind a little bit.
That's exactly what she's wanted.
Right to the front of the Japanese end zone line.
Awesome. And it's come out there. Japanese moving with the disc well. Nakayama at the back. Going around. Genshima with the disc here. Tajima now. Great patience here. Reading the defense. Taking the open shots. Ikeda with the disc. Ooh, finds her captain. Low throw. KD picks it up. Oh, a great around throw. Finds Yoshida. She shoots long. Oh, there's a huge spin. Oh, and a go out the back. That disc was tipped to stay in the air, but you've got to stay with it. The disc isn't down till it touches the ground. Especially in windy conditions like today, a disc can float and move in unexpected ways. So you've got to stay with it. Agawa's done exactly that and has reeled that in for a score.
She's been having an amazing game, absolutely. What a screamer. She scored earlier before.
Absolutely. She's going to be one of the players to watch. She's got a lot to say, just like Katie Lockdown on the field. How's it going down there?
Good, thank you. There is a lot of energy from the sideline from both the Canadians and the Japanese. I think this game so far has been a truly exciting matchup with two powerhouses. Both of these teams just having such a wide range of throws and defensive strategies. And there has been barely any turnovers as well, which I think is testament to a true game of great ultimate and clinical offense. Back to you.
Thanks, Katie. Thanks for the on-ground report.
Amazing. I absolutely agree. Having watched the Japanese team in action, they absolutely have a wide range of looks and will be looking to move the disc in a bunch of different ways. They're all incredibly skilled throwers. They've been training for a long time for this. Previously, having attended a Pan-Asian women's tournament against Australia, Singapore, and a local club earlier this year, and that'll give them invaluable experience, both together as a team and against international opposition.
Nice one. We've got Beaudry coming to pick up the disc. Oh, sorry, that was Janae, and she has... Now we've got Beaudry behind the disc. Over back to Janae. You can really tell that these guys have a wonderful connection. I can see that they have played together for a long time. They just know what each other want to do on the field. It's awesome.
Oh, and that's an amazing run through, D. Ishida comes through, reads the play. She uses her athleticism to get that block there. Japan going the other way now. Sakamoto swings wide, finds Ishikawa. Back to Sakamoto. Great patience here being displayed by the Japanese. Saori outside. Ito threads the needle there, finds Akagi in the end zone, and that's Japan with yet another break. The Japanese team inching their way forwards in this game, showing their strength and prowess. If they can hold this up, they'll be scraping out a lead, building over the course of the game. Let's see what they can bring here. The Canadian women's team looking very strong themselves. Don't think blocks like those are going to be rare.
Looks like we've got a little timeout.
Looks like Canada's called that timeout. Makes a lot of sense. They've had a few scores here. Let's see what's going on with one of our other games. Katie Locke.
Hello guys, a quick report from the game on the field next to us. We have in the mixed division, Australia versus New Zealand, a Trans-Tasman matchup. This will be an exciting match with both of these teams struggling to get a bunch of wins on their table so far. Australia are currently ahead 5-3 and in possession of the disc, moving it through a zone. It'll be really interesting to see how the outcome of this game comes to be. Back to you.
Awesome, thank you so much, Katie. As we progress further into this tournament, the stakes tighten and the games get more and more meaningful. Early in the tournament, players are still warming up, still getting into it and seeing what's happened. But as we get towards the tighter end, particularly in the mixed and men's divisions, placings become very important and the future becomes clearer and clearer.
In that last point, we had Captain Helen Thompson on the field. She's one of two Thompson sisters. They're twins. They're both captains of the Canadian teams. One's captain of the women's and one's captain of the mixed team. You don't hear that very often. I think that's really awesome that they could have a bit of a competitive go within their own family. And both being captains.
Absolutely. Both captains, clearly leadership runs in the veins of that family. I would be very impressed if I was their parents. Two captains, two different national teams. That's amazing work.
Truly amazing.
All right, here we go. Canada coming down on the downwind here, looking to overcome a very slight deficit, just 5-3, but they're down a couple of breaks. They're going to look for a clean, efficient hold downwind here. See if they can stabilize and then get back on defense, because that's where they're going to get breaks.
We haven't seen too many pulls from this side of the field, this side of the end zone. So let's see how it goes.
Come to nearly the brick mark.
We've got Beaudry with the disc. She shot it to Geneste. And back to Beaudry. Through the middle there to Valenciarina. And Beaudry. Back to Geneste again. These handlers, they're just looking for the right opportune moment. They look very calm about their throws. Beaudry has found Trong again. And then over to Valenciarina. A lot of throws in this point from Canada. I think that Japan's putting on a really tight defense. Hard to break through. That's Mosilla with the disc. Nice high grab there by Beaudry. Over the top. Hasn't quite come off.
That's what she's looking for, that big around floater. She can definitely reach the back of the end zone there with her throws, but nicely read. We can see that Japanese defender is coming off the dump and moving into that lane, looking for exactly that block. As Ikazono picks up the disc. Oh, and it's swapped up into the air. Looks like Truong was in the area trying to get that disc. Yamaguchi was in the area looking to snap up that floaty one. Oh, there was a bit of contact occurred there. We'll see whether or not it affected possession.
We've got our game advisors joining the players on the field to offer their opinion if the players can't reach a conclusion.
Of course, the game advisor's opinion is only just a additional third perspective. It's non-binding in any way. Their main rule, as we can see here on the replay, coming in at slow-mo. A nice fourth perspective here.
It's pretty close.
Definitely excited to close our hands around that, but there was a bit of a bump that occurred as well. Looks like there's a contested foul, and that'll be going back. Indeed, the game advisors, like a walking rule book, very useful, know everything there is to know about the rules here, and can offer an additional perspective, but are non-binding in any way, and just to help guide the players in their own self-officiation.
Ruben knows the rules very well. Some say he wrote the book.
They'd be right. Ikazona with a disc. Oh, and she looks long again. It's dropping short.
Nice one, Trong. She's defended that well. She was hungry for it. Over to Thompson, and she shot it, looking for Morsila.
Unbelievable grab.
Truly amazing. Well done, Morsila. Oh, there's been a stoppage called. Oh.
Bit of confusion there, I think, about what was being signaled. Looks like the Japanese player pointed to the ground, which would be the signal for the disc was down. But she thought it was good, and she might have been pointing up. I think just a bit of confusion. Coming after that violation, we'll keep going back.
We've got Vancouver girl, Morsila with the disc. They're just having a little discussion, trying to come to a conclusion.
I think you started counting at 5. You hit my disc, and you started counting at 5.
The problem is the number 5 stop.
It's interesting to remember that communication is paramount here. A lot of these teams have English as a second language, and so they're working quite hard to communicate and get their point across in a respectful and informative manner. And the discussion here is about how the stall came in.
Of course, if the players on the field don't have a strong grasp on the English language, they can ask for an interpreter to assist.
Absolutely. Interpreter and spirit captain always available to assist the discussion, but it's always just assistance. The actual officiation is coded by the players. And we're in.
Morsila's got the disc. She's put it already to Beaudry. Another stoppage is signalled on the field.
That's a quick resolution, and then we'll be back in. Disc coming in on 1.
Beaudry's got the disc. Classic. She's put it to Geneste. And over to Morsila. And the score with Valencerina.
That's amazing. They're working under a lot of tight pressure there. A lot of real small windows. Beaudry doing a great job of generaling our offense. Beaudry's going to have the disc behind all often. She's a very strong handler, and they trust her with that.
The scorer there, Valencerina. Jolie Valencerina from Toronto. She was a under-20s representative in Poland. There's a few of those girls on the team. So they've had a lot of experience on the world stage, and so playing another worldwide competition really doesn't rattle them. It's nothing to them. They've been here before. They've been in the mental space. They know how to deal with it. They know what they need to do.
And it's coming through today. It's definitely showing their calm, patience, discipline there to put that goal in out front of the end zone. Even after a couple of nicely resolved calls and a bit of stoppage and a bit of movement, they're able to reel that in nice and easily. Just a quick report from around the grounds. We've been informed that one of the other games that's going on nearby is the USA-Australia women's matchup. It was 5-2 at last report. Might have changed a bit since then. But that's absolutely going to be another crucial one. These two teams and those two teams all screaming for a semi-final spot as Japan goes back down the field. Genshima with the disc.
Looks like Japan's put on a match defense.
Akira with the disc here,
Oh.
moving down. Taking it easy here. Canada's changed up their defense. Nice and simple. Oh, and they're forced a backwards dump pass. They weren't quite ready for it. And the turns come there.
We've got Molly Lewis picking up the disc. Number 35. Over to Hatch. Karen Hatch with the disc. Back to Lewis. And Tingle's got the disc now. Lewis didn't quite come off, unfortunately.
Just past the outstretched arms. That's tough. Japanese players making it tight as Nakayama comes to pick up the disc here. Oh, closing in tight inside window. Natsumi Yoshida with the disc there. As moving down the field, you got a player streaking deep. The throw doesn't come. Back to Yoshida. Oh, and that's an amazing grab. Stays inside the field. Keeps the disc up. Ogawa through to the captain Yoshida. Down the sideline. Genshima with the disc now. Oh, and that one's a bit long, but they're on the chase. And it's eaten up by the Canadian defender.
Nice one. That was Hatch again, the captain. With that defense, amazing. She just read it really well, I think. Got under it.
Throw was a bit long for the receiver, floated over the top, and she was all there.
Woo! Nice catch there by Lewis. She's found Chanlin. And back to Lewis. With that flick pass and scooped up by Jorichuk. Over on the sideline, over here to Tam. Hatcher shot it. She's looking for Tingle, and Tingle's brought it down. Not quite in the end zone yet. She's called a timeout.
Oh, interesting one there. Genshima was in the area there, but unable to take that grab, putting a lot of pressure on. Tingle holding her ground well to make that. They're knocking on the door here. They've called a timeout. Some real fake stats for you. 4 out of 5 on-field timeouts will result in a turnover. Only the most elite teams can score after one of these. So let's see if the Canadians can prove their worth here.
Rob's fine. Real fake stats expert.
You know what's not fake? Our insights from Katie Locke down on the field here.
I've just come to echo the fake stat. I would like to say I think that that is correct. It's been told to me many a time. On-field timeouts result in turnovers. It's a risky decision, but Canada may keep their patience here and get one in the bank. Let's see.
Absolutely. We'll see how we go. As they always say, the more things are said to you, the more true they are.
We'd like to make a shout out to Winnipeg. All the players from Winnipeg.
Back to Winnipeg. All right, back to the action here. Here we are. Canada.
We've got
knocking on the door of an equalizing score. Ready to go. Japan mounting a defense.
Tingle is picking up the disc. She's ready to go. And a backhand. She's found Lewis. And with the score, we had Hatch. They are absolutely stoked with that goal. Nice one, Canada.
Absolutely. Doing great work. Bringing back this deficit. It's now 5-5. Canada's still up one break. They're on offense here, but they've leveled the scores. Canadians showing what they can do, getting blocks and putting them in. This is what they've got to do here. It's going to be an interesting game. See if they can hold this out, keep themselves calm and cool.
Oh, nice backhand there for the
see
goal.
the nice, good, calm goals. Clearly got a cool head. Probably was in HBF Stadium earlier before. Checking out the pool, the creation, the gym. It's just a short stroll from the fields there. You can look after yourself, stay good, and look after. We've got Katie Locke with an update from the far field.
I have another update on the New Zealand versus Australia mixed division game. Australia have taken half, 8-4. Blue Bottles have gone up to the tent to cool off, whilst Mango Prairie are doing a cute team dance to hype up their spirits and get ready for the second half. And hopefully for them, it'll keep being a nail biter. Back to this game.
Thanks. We've just had a pull gone up by Karen Hatch.
All right. Nakayama with the disc now. Swings wide. Japan looking confident here. Yoshida with the disc. Looking patient. A lot of pressure here. Ikeda. Oh, and that's an unbelievable low block. She was looking for Yoshida, but what was not to be.
Karen Hatch, what a bloody superstar. She's done so well. That was an amazing block. Well done.
Absolutely. Full extension, flat out like a lizard drinking. Getting it done.
Love it. That's Sue behind the disc. She's found Chan Lim. Chan Lim's flicked it and found Tingle. So Chan's got the disc on this close sideline here. Found one of the tallest girls on the field there, Lewis. Lewis with the disc. Back to Hatch. And Lewis bit a 1-2. Very nice throw over to Tingle. Lewis with the disc. Unfortunately, didn't quite come off.
Yeah, she's looking for that small window there, trying to force that inside shot. Worked really well for them with a real gainer, but potentially just trying to squeeze it in real close to that goal line, and has given Nakayama and the Japanese team an opportunity to go the other way. Canadians setting an interesting defense here. A lot of poacher looks covering up that lanes. Nakayama looking to break it with a big shot, but that's well defended deep. Couldn't really break out of there. That's a great defense set up on the fly by the Canadians, and it's earned them a block. They're going back the other way.
We've got Lewis behind the disc with a beautiful flick out here to Hatch. Nice one over here to Tingle on the sideline. Woo! That was a close one, but Chan managed to hang on to it. Chan's got it. She's looking for a backhand, now looking for a flick, and she's put it out into space.
Unable to reel that one in. Looks Tajima is on the mark there, putting a lot of pressure on, denying that around break, forcing a late throw to essentially nobody. Nakayama's been anchoring this offense for the Japanese, and she'll continue to do it here, bringing the disc in on the cone. She's not got a lot of options now as the Canadian zone closes around her. Swung it wide. They're in the middle now. Yoshida with the disc. Tajima in space. Finds Yoshida wide. Kieda Yoshima, the captain, on the sideline there. Oh, takes a very long shot. She's got Agawa on the other end. Unbelievable. What an athletic bid.
Hatch was in it. She was in it too.
That's a shame.
It's gone down to the ground though.
Both great bids. Unable to reel that one in. Got to be in the air, in the field. Wasn't either of those things.
We're going to have Chan Lim come to pick up the disc. The 22-year-old, newly 22. She celebrated here in Perth. Nice one. She found Sue there, and Sue shot it. Shot it to Tingle. Didn't quite get there, unfortunately. Canada's really got to tighten up those throws.
Yeah, they've looked for a couple of long ones, particularly going down those sidelines. The Japanese pressure is, they're finding it very difficult to get it out off the mark and spread it laterally, but when that happens, they're succeeding. They've got to focus more on making that happen. As Ikeda picks up the disc here, faces down this Canadian zone defense. She's got 3 options, but they're all far away from the disc. Kieda Yoshida has the disc now. Finds Natsumi Yoshida. Moving up the guts now. Nakayama's got it, moving up that sideline. Tajima is wide. Finds Agawa. Patience. Looks like there might have been a foul on the mark there. Uncontested. These sorts of things happen with this level of intensity. Players don't want to sacrifice that. It's all very safe. Agawa shoots inside, but it's just through the hands of Genshima.
Right, so we've got Sue coming to pick up the disc. Denise Sue from Richmond. Found Hatch on the sideline. Back to Sue. She's done a nice flick over here to Lewis. Really threading it through here. Back to Hatch. On the flick to Tingle. Let's see if she can dance it in. Way out on the outside. To Chan Lim. Back to Hatch. She shot it. And it has paid off very, very nicely.
Unreal. Canada's gone on pretty quite of a run here. It's now 6-5. They're in the lead. Japan unable to have an answer for that Canadian defense. When they're stuck down there, Canada's unable to break out of it, get the disc moving. And Canadian defense has committed all their players all around the disc, and it's really paying off for them as Japan calls a timeout.
Oh. She got on the ground, she got down and dirty and caught it and brought it down. It was awesome.
Absolutely. The best catches are the dirty ones. And look, it doesn't have to be pretty so long as you score a goal. Japan's going to be using this timeout to do a bit of reassessment. They're potentially reeling after conceding a few points in a row. I think now they'll be looking to work on what they can do to fix this zone offense, find the holes, see what they can do, and make it happen coming out of the timeout. 6-5 down. No big trouble there. It's just a 1-point deficit. 100 minutes is a very long game, but got a long way to go yet, and they need to find an answer before they get too far behind.
They absolutely do. We'd just like to thank Spud Shed for bringing the volunteers and players some wonderful fresh fruit to have here at the tournament. We've got some pears and apples and beautiful things. We'd also love to thank Amber and Toms for fueling our 150-man team of volunteer workforce. They say look after yourself at Emma and Tom's. They've had some really awesome juices for everyone. And STA Travel, or any travel you'd like to do in Australia or even further, abroad.
Absolutely. Definitely my preferred travel partner. I think I might be doing some traveling potentially after this, exploring the beautiful areas around Perth. So, despite being the most isolated capital city in the world, it's right in the middle of Western Australia. Absolutely a beautiful state.
It's one of the most beautiful in Australia as well.
Absolutely.
I'm a bit biased. I'm a local here.
I'd definitely put it in the top 6.
Right, so Japan women's, they are ready. They've been on the line for about a minute now. Canada women's, ready to come out now. The wind is very strong, like one of our viewers has mentioned on the live stream chat.
It's a ripper of an upwind pull. Nakayama gets it there out, finds Ikeda in the middle there. Whoa, that is an incredible block.
That was totally amazing by Jurichuk. We've got Molly Lewis behind the disc. And she's flicked it. And found Hatch. We've got an awesome score there by Mott.
And that is a punishing break.
It was a very quick, they were very quick to score off that one. Canada, they had a little chat and came out absolutely firing with the rockets going and just really just slammed it in there.
I don't think Japan were prepared for that level of intensity coming out there. She definitely read that play, saw her future in those tea leaves, and then was flying through for that block. I don't think there's much Japan could have done to be much more prepared for that, but that's the kind of defensive intensity that Canada is bringing to this game, and Japan's got to find an answer for it. Canada streamed ahead, 7-5. Japan without an answer thus far.
Canada's absolutely looking to take half here. They're gonna come out really strong again. Let's see if Japan can take them.
Absolutely.
We've got Sue with the disc.
This is a 4-point run for the Canada. It's amazing work that they've done just to go from slightly behind to not insignificant advantage now.
So we've got Denise Sue pulling. Had a little chat with Team Canada yesterday, and they reckon that Denise Sue can out-burp any player at the competition.
I think that's definitely one to check in on Saturday night at the zoo here. A beautiful party put on by Ultimate Australia and the Tournament Organising Committee. And that's the second offside that's been signalled. The Canadian team have infracted again. Japanese team has caught it, so the offensive team, Japan here, will be starting with the disc at the center of the field.
That's a tough place to begin. It's a tough place to begin this next point.
Nakayama will be bringing it in. Team will be given a set here. That's a pretty decent advantage. Could always just not be offside. And we're in play. Nakayama finds Ogawa. Finds that inside shot. Oh, under a lot of pressure. Kaeda Yoshida brings it in. Holding on tight. And there's a pick called. Captain there with a beautiful around break. Finds Akagi. Patient with the disc here. Finds number 22, Sayori Yoshida. There's a few picks occurring here. Japanese stack is quite tight. One cutter in isolation. Japanese are playing very disciplined. Looks off that cut. Finds Nakayama bursting out of the stack. Oh, finds Ito just out the front. That explosiveness resets backwards to Nakayama. Goes around. Yoshida with the disc now. Nakayama dancing around like a cat on a hot tin roof. Not getting open though. Kaeda Yoshida with the disc there. Back goes wide. Nakayama knocking on the door. A quick flip in, and that's a goal for Ogawa. Japan fighting back. 7-6 Canada. Japan bring it back within one.
It's a tight game. It's really exciting to watch. I hope all our viewers at home, some from Canada, some from Japan, maybe some a little further around the globe as well, are really enjoying this game as well.
Absolutely. This is some stellar ultimate. Not something you see every day, but we're lucky to be treated to such a showcase of talent.
Both teams are really strong. Canada and Japan both have really been putting up a lot of strong teams in the past. It really shows from their passion and starting the passion in Youth Ultimate, really building the players, really building some strong connections within the team, building some amazing plays, and the coaches as well do a great job from both sides.
I definitely agree. They're both powerhouses of the sport. Japan women's the defending champions. They were able to knock off the US in the final 2 years ago in London. Truly a stellar performance. And they'll be looking to do great things like that again.
It's just gone out there, so Beaudry's going to take the disc from the brick mark, which is 1/3 up the field from the end.
Right in the center. It's a pretty advantageous position to have the disc as an offense. So punishes poor pulls.
Beaudry shot it. Looking there for Norton, and Norton's got it. Norton's just done a nice little backhand there. Back to Beaudry. over the top, a spicy shot. She's found Norton again, and they brought it down for another goal for Canada.
That's an amazing connection. Beaudry to Norton. I think it's going to do great things for them here. It's already generated that goal, and Canada's taken half, 8-6. They're really powering out ahead here. Doing what has to be done. Just putting on a showcase here.
Now, of course, because one team has reached 8 points, we're going to take the halftime break, and that is going to be 7 minutes long.
Absolutely. Halftime comes either 8 points or 55 minutes, whichever comes first. And looks like this has been an efficient game. We've come in just under time here. Canadian team really making it work. It's looking good, and we'll leave you with some power shots. This has been an exciting game. We can relive some of the highlights for the first half.
Vibing on myself, I can't trust fake energy. Yeah, I'm hella ill, I swear that it's my destiny. Kamikaze, catching bodies, cause it kage, what you mean? Right, yeah, okay. Vibing on myself, I can't trust fake energy. Yeah, I'm hella ill, I swear that it's my destiny. Kamikaze, catching bodies, cause it kage, what you mean? Right, yeah. Hey, young dude with a nice space. On the port through, that's the eye face. Got things to do, hand screw, brain food, that dude send nudes over my space. Face root clean on some water, ayy. Shorty pump spot, that's your daughter, ayy. So I'm in the mood like skirt, but she wanna flirt. After she heard, now I'm the dude that she's after. Cannot blame her, I'm dapper. How come no one was feeling me back when I was a rapper? Back when Roshi was master, coming hard on the dicker. Please don't mess up my fingers, I'm counting wins with my fingers. Now I'm a sight, but I'm killer. Koski clan chillin' villas, pocket juice like I'm Chancellor. My flow like honey, go figure. Junkie tripping of life, like mix it up with the dirty. Poppin' Skittles with Sprite and attitude like don't touch me. Happy thoughts and pinky rings, only brighter things. Money talks when you're feeling greed. Satisfy their needs. Pull up skirt and hop on the beat. Pull up on your turf. Energy got me feeling clean. Holy water scene vibes. Bump and grind it, yeah. Just stop it, yeah. I'm seeing changes, but I haven't even started, yeah. Get low and pop it, yeah. And don't you stop it, yeah. I'm feeling different, but because I'm low-key popping, yeah. Vibing on myself, I can't trust fake energy. Yeah, I'm hella ill, I swear that it's my destiny. Kamikaze, catching bodies, cause it kage, what you mean? Vibing on myself, I can't trust fake energy. Yeah, I'm hella ill, I swear that it's my destiny. Kamikaze, catching bodies, cause it kage, what you mean? Right, yeah. She don't know you. You came with a friend, she brought 1, 2. What you might gain or what you might lose. The scales all on one side, so what you gonna do? The world's a stage, so make your move. This is food for thought, so eat that fruit. You're looking at her, she looking at you, but everybody else is looking at her too. What you gonna say, what you gonna do? Don't be too rough, don't act too smooth. Just be yourself and you can't lose. She just finished her drink, so go buy 2. I don't think so. I know that say hey. Oh, you love them around here. I'm too shy to say stay. Your friends and my friends. So we could just be friends. Hang out on the weekend. I wanna give you a reason. Let me tell you a secret. I can tell you can keep it. Gotta give me your number. If you tell me you're leaving, mama, I wanna get down. Mama, I don't know how. Mama, I wanna show out, but I'm so shy when I come round. Mama, I wanna know now.
And welcome back. We're excited to bring you this second half in action here in the Canada-Japan matchup here in the women's division at the World Under-24 Ultimate Championships. It's been a cracker of a day today. We've got a few scores from around the grounds with Katie Locke.
Yeah, so just from the women's division, I can see on the other side of the field that Australia has just scored, which would make it 9-6 to them. Having a little bit of a comeback in that game against USA. No? Sorry, USA. Sorry, meant to say USA are up. And in the mixed division, Australia up 12 or 13-5. I can barely see, but about that against New Zealand. But let's focus on the game that we're here to, and crossing back to Rob and Steph.
Absolutely. There's a lot going on here at the WFDF World Under-24. They're doing a lot of developing the Sport for All Commission. We're reaching out to all teams, players and foundations. If you have surplus gear such as cleats, discs, and other teaching and playing and training aids, please bring them to the information tent at the so that we can distribute them. We're getting a drive together to get them out to newly founded foundations in the Philippines, Jordan, and Palestine, where they can develop the ultimate communities there and help out those regions so that we can bring up the level of ultimate around the world to help increase this respectful dialogue through sport and community around the world. Coming back into this second half here, it's a cracker of a day.
The score is 6 to Japan, 8 to Canada. It's got to be now. Japan's got to bring it up. And it is a hot day. Let me give you a quick weather update. The wind's really just picked up in the last 2 minutes. It's going about 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, and it is 34 degrees. The girls are hot in the sun. Everybody's hot. Got to stay cool.
Unbelievable. And they're still getting it done. Look at these athletes. Kaede Yoshida shooting long. Oh, goodness me. She's got Agawa right out the end there. Oh, she's looking in the end zone here. Showing the patience of the Dalai Lama. She goes around the back. Got Genshima around the back there. Oh, Yoshida unable to reel that one in.
Tingle totally got in there and just messed it up for the Japanese. It was awesome. We've got Galavets with the disc and shot it up in the sky. Brought down by the Japanese.
Great read by Kaede Yoshida, the captain there. Lots of experience. Able to knock that one away. Japan, a second shot going downwind here. Looking to bring back this score deficit to just a 1. Perfect initiating cut. Natsumi Yoshida gets it. Shoots long. Agara on the other end. Oh, she's made it. Pump those getaway sticks right out the front of the end zone here. Got to be patient. Got to be disciplined. A turn here will be punishing. Yoshida unable to get open. She dumps. Finds Nakama around the side there. And it looks like there's a pick called. Players will have a quick discussion, see whether or not it affected the play. See that shot again. Agawa.
What an absolute throw and a catch. That was totally awesome.
Unbelievable. Agawa, an incredibly experienced player, doing it all for this Japanese team right now. Oh, and that's a scuba over the top. But it looks like there's another pick. They've got every reason in the world to be showing off their guns today, but they're actually just signaling that someone has been screened from playing defense. So we reset and have another go at it. Japan still with possession. Looking about 5 meters out.
We've got Chan Lim, number 77, on defense with the disc. Where the disc is.
Goes over the top again. Oh, and that's just been tipped by Tingle.
Bingled by Tingle again.
Looks like they're having the chat about this one. Looks like it might be a stall out. Doesn't matter anyway. It's a turn. And Canada with a chance to extend their lead and go upwind here. Japan looking to play some defense.
We got Karen Chamlim picking up the disc. She's going to walk it to the front of the end zone to begin the play. And there's a flick up. It's in the air. A little bit too high there for Joy Rock.
Eaten up by Yoshida. Back to Ogawa. Moving around the side here. That's a bit of an overshot. Oh, look at those. Athleticism.
She totally got under it. That was real nice. Oh, who was that? Number 20. Galavet's got in it.
What a hand block. Exactly what they needed when they needed.
We got Hatch with the disc. She shot it to Morsilla. Nice grab there by Chanlim. Woo! Spicy one, up in the air. She's looking for Joy Rock, who couldn't quite get under it. A little bit wobbly on the feet.
Went a little bit early for that one. She could have waited a little more, but the wind does tricky things to the disc. Pushed it a little bit over here towards the camera, as you can see, and just mucked up a read.
The wind is absolutely influencing every single game here in Perth. It's really strong. We're actually quite close to the coast here.
Really sorting the wheat from the chassis. Nakayama picks it up, finds Natsumi Yoshida, goes over the shoulder, finds the captain, Keita Yoshima, and they're looking on again. Ogawa, Ida Paddock, standing on the end zone line here. Can they convert? Owens find 87, Ikeda. Is she in? Went for a big hop. We'll just have a quick discussion about it. If she's jumped from the field, caught it, and then landed in the end zone, it will indeed be a goal. Looks like she's landed on the line, so not yet a goal. Japan, a lot of players in a small space, and squeeze this one in.
Ooh!
Just forced it into a closing window there, and the blocks come.
That was amazing by Hatch again, Captain Hatch. Being a big boss on this field. She has been, this is her game. This is totally her game.
Captain Hatch Sparrow taking over.
She's got the disc again. Hatch all over it like a dog's breakfast.
It's an apt call. You can hear with your legs coming from the sideline, meaning they need to be running this one out, getting open, not trying to win it with creative throws. Oh, it says there's a quick turnover.
So quick.
Yoshida picks it and then flips it straight in for a goal. That is unbelievable. Genshima getting it done when the Japanese team needed it. That was a long point, a lot of turns, a lot of back and forth, but now it is 8-7. Canada's lead trimmed down to 1 point.
It's anyone's game. It's absolutely anyone's game. Let's have a look at the replay here. Didn't quite get there. A little bit of a miscommunication, and Japan just picked it up and went for it straight away. You've got to be ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the best times to be striking as an offense after the defense has just turned it. They're still switching their headspace, still changing what they're doing. They're thinking about defense and think about offense and where they can get the frisbee, and suddenly they're doing something completely different. That's the time to strike.
We're only 63 minutes into this game. Games, of course, are 100 minutes long, so this is anyone's game. I've got no idea who's going to win.
Unbelievable. I wouldn't want to call it at this point. Obviously, Canada out with a slim lead, and if nobody turns it over for the rest of the game, they will win. But as we can see, the athleticism and amazing intensity of these players, blocks will come. As the pool comes up now. Canada going downwind.
We've got Thompson behind the disc. Oh, she's left it there. Sneaky one. Beaudry's going to go get it. Because the disc has gone out of the field, so Beaudry is going to take it to the brick mark, indicated by putting one hand up in the air. We've got the Beaudry-Geneste combo on the field again. Let's see if they can do some crackers again. We've got Trong with the disc. She's done a beautiful flick and didn't quite make it there. The wind really picked up in that last little second there and just shut that disc to the floor.
Japan going the other way. Ishikawa with the disc. Quick inside look. Finds Ishida. Back to Ishikawa. Oh, a bit of hesitation with the disc there.
Disc is on the floor. Beaudry's going to pick it up. Let's see if we can see some magic. Up in the air. Looking for Trong. She's brought it down. Trong's got it.
Unbelievable. What a throw from Beaudry, using the wind there. She's pivoted out wide, used that disc and just using the wind to make sure the disc is curling back into the field, coming back where Trong can get it. Way to be able to, you can see it there, pops up a little bit. Trong in a paddock of spake.
Read it like our book.
Absolutely. Some elite level reception there, and that's a goal. Extending their lead out. Japan unable to convert on the blocks, putting a lot of pressure on this Canadian team, getting some possessions, but not quite able to put it in. So the Japanese offense is looking good when they start with the frisbee, and they've got the star O-line out there, like one that we can see coming out again. They're doing a lot of great work, but they're going to need to be able to convert after getting blocks if they're going to pull back this game.
That's right, Rob. We've got a classic pull. Going to come here from downwind. It's going to go upwind. Let's see if it sits in the air a little bit. Coming from Karen Hatch. And it's just gone out.
That one's gone out on the full. Nakayama will fill the disc. Bring it into the brick mark here. She's really been the cog in the machine that this Japanese offense has needed. Able to reset the disc, get open when required, do exactly what the team needs when the team needs. Goes wide, finds Ikeda. Yoshida in the center here. Wide, Sayori Yoshida. And it's pick called.
So the players are just going to move a little bit so they can avoid the pick.
New appendix result allows for resetting to, otherwise another initial immediate pick might happen.
Of course, everybody's safety is paramount.
And we're having a look. Agawa off the back again. Unbelievable. And it looks like there's a stall called. Back on that dump throw.
Up the field here.
Sayori Yoshida chatting with Tingle about whether or not the disc was released before the T of 10 was uttered. Of course, if she's retracted this call and realized that she's maybe not in the right after having a chat to her opposing player, the play will stand, but we'll see how we go. Calling for a translator here.
Coming in, stalling 8. Make sure everyone is ready. Everyone should be back where they were when this was thrown.
So the field's just being reset.
Disc will be coming in, stalling 8, so not a lot of time to make something happen here. Oh, she's thrown an inside break. Could have been a light one, but she opted for a big jack, and Canada has the disc.
We've got Hatch with a big throw. She was looking for Mutt, brought it down. Mutt's gone. Flick, she faked a flick. Back to Sue, and there was another
travel call. Travel, of course, only allowed if it's with STA, our preferred travel partner. Not allowed on the field. Got to keep your pivot put in one place.
Sue's got the disc again.
Oh, that one soaring up. Kaylee Yoshida coming in for the block. Truly leading by example, this captain. Ogawa reeling that little floaty one in, stabilizing the Japanese offense here as they look to go downwind. Finds Nakayama. Resets the disc. Advances upfield. Natsumi Yoshida can't quite reel that one in.
It's got to be now, Canada. It's got to be now.
It's got to be good.
We've got Sue with the disc. She's flicked it. Over to Hatch. Safe hands, Hatch. Nice backhand. Back to Sue. Had to lay out for it, but she got there.
Oh,
Bit of a miscommunication, I think.
Yeah, forcing some of these throws into tight windows. Not able to make the completions that she needed when she needed. That's all right, Nakayama with the disc again. Canada moving into this transition defense. A lot of players around the disc here. Oh, Nakayama forcing one over the top. Nicely reeled in. Ikeda shoots long. Oh, and it's tipped. Natsumi Yoshida with the disc has moved it again. Oh, looks off the big fat side backhand. Resets calmly.
And another stoppage.
It's already Yoshida with the disc.
In that last point, you know, you've just got to hang on to those Ds, right?
Absolutely. We've seen a lot happening throughout this game and the previous games this morning. If you don't catch the D, it could be gone. And there's a soaring hammer. Looked like she got some hands to that one, and there was a bit of contact out the back. Yep, that'll be uncontested. And that's a goal. Japan back in the race here. That's 9-8 Canada. They're clawing their way back into this game. Let's see if they can hold this up. They need to be getting a break here. If they keep as they are, just keep holding here. They're going to be trading and trading with Canada with a 1-point lead. Japan need to be converting on some of these breaks. You can see here on the replay, Japan doing a tough job.
She had a sniff at it, but couldn't hold on.
Yeah, might have just looked to tip that one, but you know, 2 solid hands there. That's the end of the possession for the Japanese, but good on the Japanese for keeping in it. You know, never say die. Stay the whole way. Keep that disc alive.
Japan's coming up with the pull, downwind. It's looking nice. Bit of a sitter in the air. Might go out though. It has indeed gone out, and so we've got Beaudry indicating that she wants to take it from the brick mark.
Do you reckon she can throw a goal from the brick mark?
She absolutely could. Beaudry's throws are unstoppable.
That's what I want to see today.
Didn't go for the goal throw. She's just done a nice little one to Morsilla over on the sideline here. Just cycling through the handlers. A little bit of a fumble there.
Not able to hold on to that one. Japan going the other way. Haraguchi picks it up. Yeah, patient here, looking at this offense, and there's a pick. Oh, they're moving here. Looks like there's a bit of foul on the mark there. Uncontested.
Uncontested foul.
There they are. Struggling to make it happen here in this small space. Genshima with the disc. He swung it wide. Oh, an amazing grab. Great athleticism from Akagi. Haraguchi with the disc here. Oh, gone for a bit of a tumble. Matching up strong with Beaudry here, but Japan knocking on the door of the equalizer here. This is what they need to make happen here. They're an elite team. They need to hold on to the frisbee here. We've gone long, and that's Genshima with a goal, and Japan have equalized. That's 9-all now, and Japan are in the strong position. I'd be dancing too if I were them. Unbelievable. This game has gone off like a frog in a sock here. It's unbelievable what's going to happen. Second half has been absolutely intense.
These women have been showing absolutely incredible athleticism in the heat, in the wind. They've been working for a really long time just for this moment, for this opportunity to play on the world stage here in beautiful Perth in Western Australia. The first training camp for the Canadian team was in July last year, so they've been working really hard. Of course, they're in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're down here in the Southern Hemisphere, so the Canadian team has gone from really cold weather to this 34-degree heat, so it's a bit of a shock, but they've really done well.
Yeah, it's difficult. Disc spins the other way in the Southern Hemisphere as well, so you've got to be careful of the Coriolis effect and how that affects your game. Toilets flush the other way.
Clocks go the other way.
Absolutely. Make you homesick, drive on the other side of the road. That's actually true. Make him a little bit homesick. Probably won't be doing much driving, except up and down the field to get these amazing throws. As Japan, the wind's picking up in this afternoon. The Frio doctor's coming in, and his diagnosis is swill discs and pulls the drop down halfway. It's giving Canada the short field here. Let's see if Japan can hold out.
Classic. We've got Beaudry picking up the disc. To Geneste. To Cantal on the sideline. Didn't quite make the connection, and Japan are stoked to get the turn.
With the disc. Swinging it wide. Great patience here. Oh, and there's a pick called. Genshima marking up on Hatch. Hatch about a head taller. Genshima still getting open. Oh.
Got there in the end.
Genshima with the disc. A lot of players quite deep for this Japanese team. Oh, Yoshimura unable to reel that one in, but making a great bit at it.
We've got Thompson with the disc. She's looking really aggressive. Just does a little flick though. She fooled me with that fake. We've got Trong. Nice little fake there, and we've got Morsilla on the far end. She's put it up.
Oh, Yoshida, unable to reel that one in before, but all over that one. Absolutely in control of this game. Genshima with the disc. Finds Yoshida Natsumi. Oh, and they are off to the races here. Ito with the disc. Bringing some calm to this offense here. Can't quite reel that in that swing. Ikeda unable to lay out for that one. And Canada calls a timeout here. Disc at about halfway. Let's see what we can do. All right, we've got some scores from around the grounds. Katie Locke here.
Hey guys, I have an update on the Australia versus USA women's game, which just finished. USA ended up winning the game 15-7. It'd be really interesting to see how those two teams stack up against the current game we're watching, with the Australian women winning on Universe against Japan yesterday. Canada is playing both the Australian and US women tomorrow. I was speaking to one of their injured members on the sideline. She said she's really excited to see how they stack up against both Australia and USA. Back to you.
Absolutely. We'll have the Australia-Canada women's game on stream tomorrow morning. That is going to be an absolute fight to the death. These games between these big powerhouse teams here, that's what's going to be determining who's in those semi-final spots and who gets a shot at a medal.
It's anyone's game. It'll be a couple of really tight games tomorrow, and I'm really excited to see how we do, how we all do, how all the people in the women's, men's, and mixed here in Perth go.
Absolutely. It's a treat to have three divisions going at once, but right now it's all about this game here. As Beaudry picks up the disc, Canada going up the wind.
Got a strike there from Thompson, but looked off. Geneste has the disc, and she's put it back to Hatch. Looks like Japan's doing a zone defense, and Canada is still getting through it. Cantal goes over the top, an untimely error.
Ogawa eats that one up, and they're going back the other way. Ikeda with the disc now. Goes back, Yoshida. Natsumi Yoshida. Oh. It looks like there might have been a call. Let's see what time that happened. So it depends whether the pick was called. If the pick is called before the act of throwing begins, then it's a stoppage. and the disc cannot be turned over during a stoppage. However, if the pick is called during the throwing motion or while the disc is in the air, play continues until possession is determined. That is until someone catches it or it hits the ground. However, if the players believe that the pick call didn't affect the play at all, they can retract it and allow the play to stand. So we will see what has occurred here.
So I think the question you should ask is, did it affect her play? If she was affected by the pick, that's the question. Okay. So she's saying it affected the play.
Okay, so let's just go back.
It's coming back.
That's great resolution. And it looks like we've gone back there.
Thanks to our interpreters for jumping on the field and letting that get sorted out really quickly in the best way possible.
Might have a chat to Ruben about that one at the end of the point. But for right now, we're back in the action here. Japan coming out of this vertical stack here. Number 25, Ito with the disc. Looks long, looking for Ogawa, but she's unable there. Ogawa was open under, but people just love throwing goals to Ogawa. And to be honest, why wouldn't you? Canada going upwind here.
Janest has the disc. Ooh, a nice little one over the top to Beaudry. And back to Janest. She's been...
Genjima coming in hot. Looks like they'll see whether or not she had full control over the disc or she hit out of her hands.
Here's the replay on the monitor.
I caught it, and she hit it out of my hand.
It's always interesting to see how these ones were resolved. These sort of split-second play, these athletes are all very fast, all coming right at it at the time. So
still count. Still count.
Make massive differences in a tiny way. Looks like the disc is going back. That'll be contested. And Canada's away.
We've got the disc on the far side of the field. Back to Janest. Very sun-smart Janest, got the hat on. Marie Janest is having a little chat here. And our game advisor, Hannah Monty, has come in to join them. Mosilla's got the disc. Over to Captain Hatch. Mosilla on the far sideline, and then she's done a nice little grab. Had to have a layout. Beaudry had to have a layout for that one, but she got it. Cantal has the disc. Did a fake flick, looking around the field, and then she's done the flick in the end. Over to Beaudry. Is she going to shoot it into the end zone, or is she going to take a little shot underneath? Beaudry to Janest. I've said it 100 times this game. I'll probably say it a few more. Back to Beaudry. There's a strike up the line, but she's going to throw it for the fill. Down to Hatch. And back to Beaudry. And Janest.
Ogawa flying in for a block there. But there we go. Shot goes up. Canada goes up 10-9.
Captain Hatch has taken another one. Chalk it up. They've done it. Ruben would like to have a chat. He's our game advisor on the ground.
Yeah, so we had that call there before, as you saw, where there was a pick call. The pick was called before the throw, and so it doesn't mean it automatically has to come back. The players can have a discussion of whether or not they thought it affected the play. And in that instance, the Japanese player said that they had heard the pick before the throw, and that's why they didn't go and try and catch it, and that is a perfectly valid reason for stopping play, so the disc went back to the thrower. It's one of those big differences between the USAU rules and the WFDF rules. In USAU, that would automatically be a turnover. But here at WFDF events, you get to ask whether it affected the play. If it did, the disc goes back.
Thanks so much for that, Ruben. The pick call is one I've heard a lot of discussion about, but it's good to especially have the clarification between the USAU and the WFDF rules. Of course, World Championship events always under WFDF rules because with the World Flying Disc Federation not restricted to small countries like America and Canada. Canada have taken a 10-9 lead here. We're going to come out on defense going downwind. Japan sending out their offensive line again. Star-studded line here, and they'll be wanting to go upwind and equalize.
That was a big pull by Superstar Hatch.
Where's the fishing wire?
It's sitting.
Unreal.
It's gone out though.
It's a shame. Just faded out at the end there. We all thought it was good. And look, if you convince the commentators, nothing else matters.
It was looking really good.
Yes. Well, doesn't matter if it's pretty. It's just got to work. It's Nakayama bringing the disc up to the brick mark here. Japan setting this very disciplined side stack on the far side of the field. Dump going backwards. Advancing up the field. Tajima with the disc. Finds Yoshida, the captain. Finds Ito on the sideline here. Back to Yoshida. Beautiful swing. Goes wide. Sayori Yoshida. Ogawa. Ogawa looking strong. Feeling this gust of wind. Nakayama finds, goes wide, looks long. It's blustery. And that's reeled in. Ito with the score. Japan equalized. That's 10-10. Unbelievable.
Tight game here. It is anyone's game.
Absolutely. Neither team able to break away and get a solid lead at this point. They're just working to stay in this game, trying to find an opportunity.
But you know what? Both teams really looking very positive about the score. They're really looking very optimistic. Just heard a big chant from Canada here. Didn't get that point, but huge big chant. They've got chins up. They've got big smiles. They're having a little drink, having a little walk back to the other end zone line. Japan also looking very confident, having some drinks. Big high fives from the ladies over there.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? A lot to cheer about. A lot of things going really well here. And we're going to see. This is Japan appear to be playing quite strict lines here. There's a different set of players on for when they're starting on offense and when they're starting on defense. The offensive line has done well to convert repeatedly. The defensive line is getting a lot of blocks, but hasn't been able to put those in for goals and get a lot of breaks. So let's see if they can get this one. They've got the wind at their backs here, but this Canadian offense line got Beaudry and Thompson anchoring the handling here. Amazingly skilled players. Let's see if they can get it done.
Beaudry's got the disc. Just giving it to Thompson. Little bit of a drop there, Chan Lim. Untimely. There's no place for those.
Not at all. Japan going the other way. This is their defensive line trying to put it in here. This is an incredible opportunity to take the lead. Have they got the patience here? Ishikawa with the disc. Beautiful break throws. Move it down this break side here, opening up the field.
There's been a pick indicated on the field.
That's all good. The players will reset here, but they're knocking on the door. They got the wind at their back. I wouldn't be surprised to see a big cross-field flick come out to a streaking receiver.
I think we're just about to see a big score from Japan to take the lead.
Oh, I admire your confidence here as Haraguchi has the disc. The Spirit Captain getting it done. Looking confident. Back to Haraguchi. Big marks here from the Canadians. A lot of players in a small space. Oh, unbelievable. Squeeze that throw around. It's come wide.
Looks like our game advisor has a perspective and would like to share her perspective, but she won't be asked until the players ask her.
Exactly. The players will have a chat and see what's going on because, yep, Canadian players, Thompson there on the mark, definitely saying, yes, it was up. I saw her hand under that disc. We're good. Players respect her opinion, and so the play will continue, except for that quick timeout. Japan knocking on the door of the lead here. They've caught a quick timeout. They're looking to reset. They're out of this timeout. They'll probably look to set an offensive play and an end zone play that's well drilled so they can score in 1 or 2 passes and be done with this point.
It's a great place to call a timeout, very popular place to call a timeout. You know, it's been a reasonably long point. The players are looking a little bit tired. They're going to have a little chat. They're going to discuss what the play is going to be. They're going to try and do maybe one throw, maybe a couple of throws, and get that score. That's what Japan wants. And Canada also having a little chat, figuring out how they can shut it down.
Yeah, lots of differing opinions about timeouts on field. So for all the offensive advantage it grants you, they could stand there, set up a perfect play, and look to, you know, quickly dink it in. Canada have all the time in the world to organize a defense and come out with something weird and totally muck up that play. Depends who you talk to. They say you're as smart as Einstein or as mad as a cut snake. So we'll see how they go and see how they can convert here.
Have we got a game update, sideline update from Katie Locke?
Hey guys, so there is a lot of nervous energy and excitement on the sideline. Both teams have split their sideline to make sure that they can have players from either side of the field. Hello, just realised the camera's there. And this is exciting. The game's about to come back in. There is nervous tension, and like we said, it's very risky to call a timeout right in front of the end zone, but it could go in Japan's favour. Let's see.
They're a well-disciplined team here. I believe they can put it in. They've got to stack very close to the disc here. Potentially looking for a big cross fielder. Oh, looked off that flick. Gone around to Sakamoto. Oh, that's a laser of a flick. Definitely coming faster than she needed it. And Ishada's unable to grab onto that one.
Baudry's got it. Put it up. Put it up. Let's see.
Enough sit that Trung could grab
Trung
it.
got it. We've got Thompson with the disc, and she's given it back to Baudry. Back to Thompson, our captain, and there has been another pick call made. We've got Trung with the disc. Looking around, she's going to flick it up and give it to Thompson again. Nice one over to Chan Lim on the close sideline.
Oh, and that disc has gone down. That's an amazing pressure on the mark from Inoue. Japan back with an opportunity again here. Let's hope they don't call a timeout and turn it over. They put it in on the run. Oh, that's a much better catch this time. Ishida making it happen when it needs to. She's gone around, reset to Ishikawa. Looking inside. Good moving across the field now, making sure of these catches. Akagi with the disc. Japan knocking on the door. Opts not to reset, takes it later. Ishikawa, finds that inside.
It's a dangerous place to be.
Ishida out the front, looks it over the top, and they've put it in. That's Inoue. Japan has put in a break. They've got a block and put in the difference there. They've taken the lead, 11-10. That's exactly what they were looking for. They took them a couple of chances at it, but their defensive line was able to apply enough pressure on the mark and on the cutters to get that disc back and put it in. Canada now face down with a chance to chase down Japan. It's not the position they wanted to be in, but there's an opportunity here nonetheless.
They've really been trading for the last couple of points. It was 7-9 to Canada, 8-9, 9-9, 9-10 to Canada, 10-10 equalized, and now Japan's just come out on top.
Absolutely. They've scraped out this lead here. It's going to be important to see what Canada can do here. So even the great thing about taking a lead in Ultimate, getting a break like that is now that Japan has a 1-point lead, Canada has to come out. There's a lot of pressure on this offensive line here. They've got to put this one in here, get back on the board, and then it's evens. And then Japan has a chance to go offense again. So Canada not only has to put in this offense nice, calmly, and collectedly, but then back that up with a defensive break of their own.
Absolutely. They've got to be in it to win it.
Absolutely. And look, we've got 6 minutes on the clock here, but it doesn't matter. You got to score to win this game here as Japan's pulling upwind. It might have been the best we've seen all day. Look at that hang time.
What a stunner. We've got Janest with the disc. Looking for a flick, and she has found Sarah Norton.
As a pick, the defender marking Baudry was cut off by the other handler clearing out of that space.
So we've got Norton here to take the throw again. Done a cheeky little backhand. Over to Janest. And Hatch has the disc with a nice backhand. Over there to Tingle. Couldn't quite get there. Another Tingle Bingle.
That's a shame there. Not the good kind. All right. Japan here with a chance to extend their lead out to 12-10. This is a really punishing position for Canada to be in. As Japan come out of the blocks here. Canada playing a great poacher defense here, able to stifle the movement of the Japanese team, forcing them to come out of the regular set. And now that they've moved back in, they're back into their regular one-on-one match defense. As Ishida has the disc here on the sideline. Resets, Genshima. Goes around, swings wide, continues break side. This is powerful movement. So going up the guts here. Sakamoto with the disc here. Looks off the inside shot. Looks to reset. Finds number 4, Ishikawa. Genshima again. Ishikawa on the run, going upfield here. Oh, and she's off. Oh, can she keep it in the back? Oh.
Looks like it was out.
Yeah, a bit too many wheat picks on that one.
So, got to chill out a bit. Just take your time and pop it in there for a little bit of a shorter shot, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a brilliant offensive flow, getting it up the line, looking for that shot there, but might have just been out the back, and we're seeing an injury singled here.
It was pretty close, though. Almost had it. I'm sure she put a little bit more sauce on it just to be against that strong wind that's coming through, the wind that's coming off the ocean. But maybe a little bit too much. We're going to have a little change of a player because one is injured and she's gone off.
That's all right. We'll substitute that player back in. Do that. And then we'll continue with the possession. We'll see how we go.
So we've got more Silla coming on.
All right, and the disc is tapped in. And it looks like it was confirmed that there was out. Unfortunately, just a bit too much pepper in that sauce, but we'll be all right. Canada with an opportunity to level offensively going downwind here.
We've got Baudry with the disc. She's had a lot of disc time this game, and she has done some really good stuff. Lots of positive throws and catches from her. Nice little flick there to Norton. And back to Janest. Shoots it. A huge screamer. Can she get under it? Not quite. Wind took it.
That's a shame. She had Baudry in a paddock there, but just unable to reel that one in. It's always tempting to take those downwind shots. It's really easy to get the disc down there, but, you know, got to wait for your player. Can't just FedEx it to the end zone. Someone's got to sign for it when it gets there. Japan going upwind now. Ishida on the sideline here. Japan playing in a very tight space. Going back across the end zone there. Sakamoto with the disc. Moves it upfield. That's the kind of power position they want. Oh, that's a great grab on the run. Nakata has done it. Moved it up. Akagi with the disc on the sideline here. Kasai with the disc. Gone back. Ishikawa. And wide again. Akagi with the disc. Oh.
She could have sold me a house. That was a great fake.
I bought it. Ishikawa there. Oh, she's gone there. Oh, nice floaty one. She's got an open player in the end zone there, and that's unbelievable. Ishida's reeled that one in for the Japan has taken yet another break in a row. That's 12-10 Japan. This is late in the game. This is a bad time for Canada to be conceding breaks like that. Japan are pulling away late in this game. They've managed to hold on, managed to convert on those chances. Canada hasn't been able to convert on their downwind opportunities. It's still anybody's game. They're still in it. Canada could put on a late run, bring out the big guns and make it happen here, but Japan has shown that they are all class here.
It's a rough place to be in, rough as guts, but these ladies are ready to bring some really tough frisbee for these last couple of points. We're only a few more minutes before the game's going to be time capped.
Absolutely, and the rules are when the time cap whistle is blown, we will add one to the highest score and then play to that. So we'll hear when time cap goes. Now let's get a sideline report from Katie Locke here.
The whistle just blew for time cap, so that means that we have, because the score was made before the whistle was blown, the next point has started. So Japan will come out on defense for the start of this new point, and then we finish this point, add one to the highest score, and that's our new point cap.
Absolutely. So if Japan scores this, it'll be a 13-10, game to 14. If Canada comes back hard and scores, it'll be 12-11, game to 13.
Which they can absolutely do. 2 points behind is still a winnable game.
Absolutely, I believe it. Canada coming out on offense here, looking to go upwind. Can they do it?
We've got Baudry. Over here to Valencerina. And Hatch has the disc. She's looking to flick it. She's found Cantal. And Cantal's done a quick, swifty one to number 13, who couldn't hold on to it, unfortunately.
Baudry, much more of a fan of throwing than catching, but that's all right.
We've got to get some super glue on those hands.
That's all right, that's all right. If they can get a block here, they can put on a defensive stand. It's Japan. Ishikawa with the disc, looking to go the other way. Sakamoto with the disc. Goes around. Genshima elevating, and she's shooting long. Oh, well covered by the Canadian player there, and here we go. This is the opportunity Canada needed.
Jeanette's got it. She's found her player on the sideline, Thompson, number 42, Captain Thompson. Nice little flick there, sending it back to Jeanette. We're here back to Thompson. Little flick. It's a bit high though. Good thing we had Baudry behind it, who's just scooped it up, eaten it.
She's looked for that shot. She had a player open deep, but the wind's just picked up. Japan going the other way. Kasai with the disc.
Are we going to see a long throw here?
Genshima with the disc, and Baudry doing it all for Canada.
Can she score it? She's done it!
Unbelievable. That's what they needed.
With the score.
Canada in this game. It is 12-11 Japan leads, and it will be a game to 13. So this next point will be game point Japan. Japan coming out on offense.
It's absolutely nail-biting. Anyone's game. These women have been working so hard. It's just been pedal to the metal non-stop, and it's just, they're not looking too tired. I'm surprised. They've still got heaps in the bank.
Certainly a massive burst of adrenaline has come in now. Coming into the end of this game. Look at those tied scores. Baudry didn't get it the first time. Doesn't matter. She's there. She's got that second score, bringing it to a 1-point game. Now, this is a game point for Japan here. They've got to go up into the wind if they want to win this game. Canada, the wind at their backs. Got to play defense here. Got to get a block. If they put this one in downwind, then we will see a universe point game. It's amazing. We've seen so many tight games in this women's division. It's absolutely a testament to the parity of this division and the development of women's ultimate around the world. What a pleasure to watch. What a treat to see this afternoon in Perth. What a way to close out the day.
We've got big deal puller, Helen Thompson with the disc. She's going to do a screamer. Yep, absolutely did.
Amazing. Get NASA to track that one as Nakayama fields the pull and advances it for the Japanese team here. Canada throwing interesting poachy defense look. Nice look. Change things up. Japan moving it up that sideline. Yoshida with a disc. Taking their gentle open options here. Got the captain open then dump. Oh! That's a screamer of a bid. But Japan's off to the races here. Agawa milking it backwards. She's not quite in. And there's a call. Looked like there might have been injury there. I mean, that was a truly body on the line bid. She went soaring through the air, giving everything for that disc.
She's tough. The conditions are tough. Everything's tough.
Absolutely.
It looks like Helen Thompson called that injury.
Injury?
Yep. Oh, no, that was someone else. It looks like it was Molly Lewis called the injury.
So did you try and play on?
So we're going to have Karen Hatch on instead.
You were just injured? Okay. So
injury will be a stoppage, so the disc will come back to when the injury occurred. It's a bit unfair to hope that a player can call injury when they're in pain, so it'll come back to where's it occurred.
And everyone back as well. Everybody back where you were when the injury happened.
All right, so we'll just wind back the clock a few throws, go back here. Possession maintained by the Japanese team here. Still knocking on the door of a game winner here. Coming in tight. All right. Here we go. All right. Oop. Look, there's a violation there. A few people might be way too keen to get this one going. But that's all right. Got to make sure everything runs smoothly. And finally in this, what potentially could be the final point of this game.
It's gripping. It's been tapped in.
Sayori Yoshida with a disc here. A lot of pressure here. Canadians need to make it happen.
It's gone down.
And there's a block come out. Canada's going the other way.
Good thing we got Thompson picking it up. Looking for a little one. Give it back to the handler. Hatch. Ooh, eaten up. Chan Lim has put it out to Chan. Players are indicating that the disc was in when she caught it. Oh, maybe not.
Japanese players saying that the foot was on the line.
I think it was extremely close. I could not tell. It was extremely close.
Go back.
So I think unclear, send it back. Yep.
That's good resolution. That was a close one. So if the foot is on the line, that is out of the field. And so there's a number of different calls coming from the players on the sideline and on the field. So best to just send it back here, make sure of it, make sure no one's unfairly robbed. And Canada still with an opportunity to take us to Universe Point here.
We've got the birthday girl behind the disc. Flicks it. Nice. She has found Joychuk. Looking for a floating one out into space and just mistimed it, and it's gone out of the field, so Japan is going to take possession.
Absolutely, and with only half the field to work at, star handler Nakayama picking up the disc. This could be what the Japanese team wanted. Japanese team here is pretty star-studded line. Oh, Nakayama, a lot of pressure here. Swinging it, finds Yoshida, the captain, and she's looked long. That one's going to sail in the air. And then out of the field. Looked like there might have been a bit of contact, a bit of bump elsewhere on the field, but both players respect that. Didn't really affect the outcome, and that disc was sailing well out of the field. Anyway, Canada.
We've got Thompson behind the disc. She's a great place to start. And gone to Chan Lim. Little fake there. Just put it out. Back to Thompson, who's shot it. Looking for Chan. Looking for Chan. Chan's eating it up.
That is an unbelievable grab.
Not quite in the goal, but it was a great grab. She's put it a little bit behind her. Back to Chan Lim. Oh, they're having a little chat here.
And that's a timeout called.
Oh,
like we said before, these are risky ones. Japan called a timeout this close to the end zone previously when they really needed it and were unable to convert. Let's see if the Canadians can do one better and put this one in. They were looking for it here. This is what they really need. The goal here will send us to Universe Point and put them in with a chance to be winning this game.
They've got all the right tools. They've got all the material. Let's see if they can build a house.
Absolutely. I'd live in it. That's what they say. We are getting close here. They're really at the business end of this game.
Let's see how Canada comes out with a structure to see if they can just toe it in. No, like toe in the goal and just win it.
Yeah, I mean, Canada here, if they score here, they haven't won the game, but they brought it to 12-12 and put themselves in with a shot. A Universe Point, a double game point could happen where it's anybody's game. It's as close as it could possibly be. And right now, we're potentially about to see that. Japan wanting to keep their game point, not wanting to let Canada back in the game. They'll be giving it all on the line here. Playing lockdown on their players. As the offense is set into a regular vertical stack. Surely they've got a nice play lined up.
Miriam Chanlim is picking up the disc. Oh, sorry, Karen Chanlim. Giving it to Thompson. Thompson's looking around. Nice little flick there. Japan almost got in it. It's very close to the end zone line. We've got Thompson with the disc. She's looking around. Done a little flick there. Ooh, missed the first one, but
just off the hands.
Got it.
That's all right. That was reeled in by Chan.
I think it was Chan, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. This has been a huge point. Canada's taken it here. It's now 12-12. We've come to a universe point game. This is what it's all come down to, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an amazing game, backwards and forwards of both teams. Both of these ladies have stuck out a huge 100 minutes in the hot sun in the afternoon breeze. They are tough as woodpecker lips. Tell me what you got, Katie, on the sideline.
G'day, guys. This is a fantastic point. There is so much energy happening on the sideline. Everyone is ecstatic. Scorekeeper Corey Wakefield has been having a chat with me and mentioned that one of his friends in Seattle is staying up to watch this exciting game. So shout out to everyone tuning in from Seattle tonight. Love to have you on board. Back to you, Rob.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Katie.
It's great to be able to broadcast this quality ultimate all around the world, to people to be able to see it and learn from it. Absolutely. This game will be studied probably in the Women's Ultimate Film Study Group. I hope so. It's been a cracker.
A lot of love for Sophie on the live chat stream.
Absolutely. Throughout the week, throughout these streams, there's always an opportunity to get on the live chat, have your opinion heard, tell us if you want us to say stuff. That's what we're here for. Both of these teams putting out their best lines, their universe lines, their stars. Here we go. Let's see if the Japanese offensive line could put this one in going downwind.
Who's going to shine? Anyone's game here. It's a cracker. It's a nail biter.
My money's on Yoshida, the captain, to Ogawa for the goal here. We'll see how we go. Looks like it's rolled out and they're taking it to the sideline. Nakayama with a disc. Goes wide. Finds Sayori Yoshida. Finds Kaede Yoshida, the captain. Cutter's not open. Looks. And there, Scott Ogawa off the back. Yoshida elects not to throw it. Doesn't find that swing. That's all right. Looks off the inside here. Tight options, tight defense being played here. As Japan is successfully resetting and swinging the disc around. Oh, Ogawa in that break space there. Looks long. Elects not to throw it. Oh, finds an inside shot. Ikeda with the disc here. Yoshida, the captain, knocking on the door of a goal here. She's got an open player on that flick side.
This could be it. This could be it.
Oh, and that's wheeled in there. Ogawa 2 meters away now. It's all about discipline here. It's all about patience. She's got the experience. Oh, and that is an unbelievable block. A universe point layout block on the end zone line. That is a star play. Canada with an opportunity to go back the other way.
That was insane. That just shows that these ladies really, really won it. That was huge. Huge. From Chan, Sophia Chan. A few fans watching.
Absolutely. You'll be watching that and remembering that. Might have been a bit of bump on the mark there, but Canada with an opportunity to take the game going into the wind here.
Can they bring it all the way up to the field for the score?
So you think she was too close?
Yes, and she said, pound too fast.
But, so what did you call? Did you call contact or did you call dispace or what? Contact? So contact should go to 1.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, sure.
So stalling 1.
All right, this coming in on 1. Canada going upfield.
It's got to be now, Canada. They're really going to just try and not let the nerves get to them too much. They've got to put it in for the win. Couple of fakes there. She shot
the shot's gone long. Plays in the area.
Ooh, that was spicy. There was a lot of cooks in that pot, but didn't quite get it.
That's all right. Unable to make it happen here. Japan with another chance to seal this game. Oh, Natsumi Yoshida pulling it in there. Oh, I bought that shot. I thought it was gone.
Whoa!
Oh, unbelievable.
Tingle! Tingle's done it. Best dancer on the team. She danced that one to a D.
I can see that.
We've got Mosila with the disc. Nice little flick. Easy, easy. Over there to the far side of the field. She's found Chan. Sophia's Chan's put it to Hatch. Nice backhand here. Back to find Mosila. Shout out to Vancouver. We've got Jury Chuck with the disc. Solid throw. Easy one. Back to Tingle. Fruit Tingle shot. Didn't quite hang on to it.
She's unable to reel that one in. Japan playing immensely tight defense. Pulling it in. And forcing a lot of backwards passes, and eventually one's tapped in there. Yeah, taking some time to bring the disc in here. Opting to reset the stack there, and Canada's just letting them go. They haven't called a delay of game, so Nakayama picking up the disc here. Taking off. Oh, that's an unbelievable bid. She's come through on the sideline there. She's come looking for that block. There's definitely a little bit of contact in there.
Mosila was real hungry for that one. She wanted it to be in that contest.
And there's no call in there. Both players recognizing their ability to play a physical, intense game and letting that block stand. Canada with an opportunity.
Naomi is playing some incredible frisbee here. We've got Tam with the disc. She's just given it to Chan Lim. Couple of fakes here. Nice little one going behind to reset. Back to Chan Lim. Safe hands, Chan Lim. Flick over there to Hatch. Shoots it. Didn't quite come out of the hands the way she wanted it, though.
That one's dropping short. These Canadian ladies are making it happen. They are taking the shots when they need to, and they're not quite going off. Occasionally they've got little drops, but they're backing their ability to get these screaming layout tees left, right, and center. And I would too. Nakayama picking up the disc here. Canada coming in on offense. Finds Kaede Yoshida. Resets. Nakayama. Japan losing ground, holding possession here, and the shot goes long. They've got a goer off the back there. She's in space.
Oh my gosh!
That's intense.
I think that was brought down by Jury Chuck.
Unbelievable, intensely physical play. She's put her body on the line there. It looks like there was contact in the ground there. Amazing, the presence of mind to stay in that play after successfully boxing out Ogawa, holding that space. And then keeping that left hand out to mack it straight into the ground. This is definitely a little bit of a bump and contact here.
Yeah, that's 53, Jury Chuck. She's coming off injured. It looks like a leg, an ankle, maybe a knee. We'll have to see what it is.
Opportunity for a second bid here, but that left hand still in the play, putting it on the ground. All of these players.
What an incredible D. Absolutely incredible D.
Unbelievable.
We've got Baudry with the disc. Is she going to shoot it? Is she going to do a little easy under one? She's found Chan. Nice one there by Chan Lim. We've got Baudry back with the disc. She shot it. Is it going to pay off?
Robbed by the wind there. Yoshida was in a position. Bingle was ready to attack that one. That was going to be a contest.
Tingle.
Popped over her head.
Looks like there's been a foul.
Uncontested?
So it seems like the disc is going to come back here to Baudry.
Oh, Hannah Monty, look at that throw. Game advisor still got it. It looks like that's an uncontested foul, and the disc will be coming back.
Hannah Monty MVP, maybe.
Most valuable game advisor this game. Sorry, Ruben.
Baudry's got the disc. She's looking around the field. She's done a little flick to Hatch. Back over to Chan Lim. Oh, nice break throw there. Back to Mosila. Mosila's looking to go open side here. She's put it a little bit further towards the middle of the field to Chan. And Chan's found Hatch. It's just little shots. Baudry's got it, and she shot it into the end zone. Will it pay
There's
off?
a
Player there.
travel call, travel call.
Morsila
And there's
caught
a
it, but a travel call
There's a
was
travel
made.
call.
It's
There's a
going to
travel
go back.
call. And that's a shame. There's players are celebrating and they're excited and they're losing their minds. There's a travel call on the throw. See if we can get a replay of this one. It's going to be an interesting call there. It's tough. Canada with a chance here.
We okay here?
Oh, there's a little drag of the foot there. That throw will come back. Baudry making the plays when it counts. Let's see if she can do it again.
Is she going to give it straight back to Morsila? We'll have to wait and see. It was a beautiful shot, and Morsila brought it down really well. Let's see if they can do it again. But I think Baudry's looking under. Still sent it to Chan Lim. We've got Tam. She did a little shot there. Back to Chan Lim. And Chan Lim has found Morsila again. They're just playing with it, really. Chan Lim's got it again. It's a little untimely drop.
Yeah, Baudry unable to hold on to that one. It's very difficult there. There's been a lot of turns on this universe point. Players giving it their all. A few just simple execution errors, but a lot of amazing athletic layout blocks. As Nakayama goes to pick up the disc here.
She's a bit of a star this game, Nakayama. She's doing very well.
Working hard, anchoring in this offense. Yoshida with the disc here. Goes wide. Finds Sayori. Yoshida looks long. Her guy was on the end here. Can she make the play?
Didn't quite get there.
That's all right. There's not much more that you can do than put a half-decent throw out to your best receiver. Canada with a chance to go upwind here. This has been a marathon point, but these ladies are tough as.
We've got Baudry with the disc. I think everyone's a bit in their heads because it's been a long point. It's been a long game. The game's actually gone quite a few minutes over time because this last point has just been so exciting and long.
Absolutely. I think it's a bit of a mental game now. Who can hold on, be resilient, and just execute the simple stuff.
So Chan Lim just did a really nice flick there to Morsila. Tingle's got it. Beautiful fruit Tingle. Back here to Chan Lim. Shoots it. You've got the tallest girl on the field in the end zone. Are they going to do it?
Well, that's
Baudry's
unbelievable.
done it. They've bloody done it. Canada's done it for a 13-12 win over Japan.
What a universe point win. That is incredible. A back and forth on the universe point, back and forth throughout the whole game. That last point was an accurate representation of the whole game. Athletic bits, huge grabs going back and forth, momentum swings, runs, players able to make it happen, and that is unbelievable. Baudry stunning us all, catching the winning goal rather than throwing it. She's made it happen, and the Japanese team will be devastated here.
Here's a replay.
And we can see that wondrous
nice
again.
one.
That's an amazing
Chan Lim.
throw.
Oh, just putting it out there, a sitter.
Absolutely, and that's a stunning game. Japan devastated to have lost there, but Canada absolute deserving of the win. It's been a stunner. We've been glad to have brought it to you here at the Under-24 World Championships. I've been Rob Swan with my co-commentator Steph Ma and our field commentator Katie Locke. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being with us.
We can't like be the pocket day. In that case, wow, what you doing after this? Me and my boy going to where the party is. Bring your friend by, you can leave your car. I don't think so. You know that I like you. I don't dance. You don't know what I know. I win. Made me feel like it's high school. I don't think so. I'm shy at first then. You know you're making my heart race. Dance. I wish that I could just say hey. You're first. Oh, you know from around here. I'm too shy to say stay. Your friends and my